I just had my 10x mentorship with Brandon Dawson. Hi, I'm Ria, and here are my 10 lessons learned on today's topic, using debt to hire. Question 1. Do we use debt to hire? Answer. The algorithm for how Brandon builds his business is: you work your ass off until you have a month's worth of extra cash in the bank. That buys you an extra month of being a business if something happens. Once you have a month of cash, you work your ass off until you have 3 months or 90 days of cash. When you have 90 days or 3 months worth of cash, you work your ass off until you have 6 months or 180 days of cash. Then you work your ass off until you have 9 months, then 12 months of cash. And then once you have 12 months of cash in the bank, then you take the money you're generating and you start hiring assets, because now you have a cushion. So if you make any mistakes, because most of us don't know how to hire and train and get most out of our people, so we are going to cycle through a few people. Always keep that 12 months of cash in the bank, and then as you get bigger, you get to try to 18 months of cash in the bank, and then you tithe. So as you add more cost, you're always at 18 months of cash in the bank. That is Brandon's algorithm for growing. Lesson 2. Now, once we have the confidence that we can generate that cash and we've got that 12 months in the bank, you can go out and grab some debt, because now we know we can generate that cash. Lesson 3. You grab the debt, and the cash in the bank that you would be tithing now pays the debt off, so you can accelerate your growth. Lesson 4. So instead of tithing from 12 months to 18 months, you're actually using that cash that you would tithe to go from 12 months to 18 months of cash reserves to paying off the debt down. Lesson 5. The reason why Brandon does that algorithm that way is because a lot of business owners go get debt, then they try to grow, and they do not, and they never learn to make money. Lesson 6. Do not use debt to hire. Do not use debt to hire. Make the business cash flow. Make your business cash flow. Lesson 7. Use debt on assets that can cash flow. Use debt on assets that can cash flow. Lesson 8. So if we're going to use debt, we should have an expected term or a return on the debt. We should be able to pay it down from the additional benefit to the organization. But if we haven't learned to have that discipline when it's just us, how are we ever going to have that discipline when we've got all the other shoes to fill in? Lesson 9. Another question. We're in the building phase of our company, and we've got 4 key people that we really want to implement. And our cash flow doesn't cover all the salaries of the 4 people. Brandon's answer: so you pick the highest priority key personnel. Pick the highest priority key personnel, and you start implementing and getting them to generate the additional resource. Lesson 10. If you cannot do that with 1 employee, imagine what it's going to feel like trying to figure out with 4 employees. So those are my lessons learned. I hope you learned something. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also download a free section of my book, Apartment Prescription, from 0 to 50 apartment units in 7 years. If I can do it, so can you. Take care and God bless.